A lot is being done by the government. You already are aware of a massive scheme launched by the government in terms of Ayushman Bharat, the National Health Protection Scheme. It is a major initiative by the government where health cover for up to 5 lakhs per family per year is provided, and this covers almost 10.74 crore families. It means almost 50 crore population. It's a very ambitious project. The challenge is to implement it and see that it works properly. However, a lot needs to be done, and there are other things which have been done, like mobile-based e-health, m-health initiatives on WHO Day, and various other programs which the government of India has launched. But still a lot needs to be done because, like I said, there is a lot of out-of-pocket expenditure. Even if you look at drugs, 70% of out-of-pocket expenditure that occurs in healthcare is directly due to the cost of drugs. Therefore, economists suggest that the government should spend more resources in making drugs affordable to the population. There is a lot being done. Government has opened more Jana Aushadhi stores and is establishing a drug distribution system catering to both public sector and private sector hospitals. Drug manufacturing and distribution are guided by the essential drug list, which is periodically updated. Many of us are part of that committee, and we keep on trying to upgrade because newer and new drugs keep coming into the market, which get added on into this essential drug list. There's also a need for government policy to change to facilitate domestic drug manufacturing companies to undertake drug research and innovation, to invent new molecules to address not only the diseases which are prevalent in our country, but also to give the local pharmaceutical industry a standing in the global market. And I think you as young individuals entering into this field should take this up as a challenge to become entrepreneurs and see how you can make this industry an industry which can stand up in the global market. There has to be increased investment in research and development and technology that can facilitate improvement in manufacturing process. There has to be incentivization of key technologies so that this becomes more and more useful. There is also focusing on cluster development to boost manufacturing, to encourage setting up chemical and pharmaceutical clusters in close proximity to each other. This will enable companies to build scale and reap benefits of vertical integration. In my opinion, there has been limited industry and academia collaboration, as academic institutes in the country have largely maintained a focus on publication, whereas businesses are looking for innovative solutions for academia to help meet patients' needs and market demands. So there is a disconnect between what we do in various academic institutes and what the industry needs. And if you look at what is happening in the global market, this disconnect is actually becoming less and less. And there is a huge connect between academia and industry, which actually benefits both sides. This is something that we need to do. And we need to do this by building scientific foundations in our institutes. We are doing this at the All India Institute of Medical Sciences. We have an MOU now with IIT Delhi, IIT Kharagpur. We are actually giving intramural funding for collaborative research between IIT Delhi and the All India Institute of Medical Sciences, so that researchers from AIIMS New Delhi and IIT Delhi can start talking to each other. They can understand what clinicians need, and they can help in making devices, drugs, delivery systems which are needed in the market. And this, I think, is something that needs to be done at a larger scale. We have to move out of silos and start talking to different people. It could be industry, it could be people in computer sciences, it could be people who are doing biomedical engineering, it could be even mathematicians. We are doing a project which is part of a EU grant, where part of it is actually trying to do a mathematical modeling to see how you can decrease the sample size of a vaccine trial. So we're doing a vaccine study on tuberculosis, a TB vaccine trial, but part of it is with the University of Sheffield and Catalonia University in Sicily. That university is only trying to look at our data and use mathematical modeling to see that instead of a sample size of 500, can we bring it down to 100 and come out with a similar result as far as the vaccine efficacy is concerned. So I think we need to move away from what we were traditionally doing and start talking to people who may not have anything to do with your area. and share ideas and mix with them, because this is how I think science will grow in the future. Institution qualities with a culture are vital to the success of any healthcare education system. And again, in my mind, all world-class institutions imbibe certain common and prominent hallmarks. And these are, firstly, you must have an outstanding faculty recruited based only on merit and without no compromise on their competitiveness. Secondly, enabling procedure for scouting for the best medical students that are available, and we must reach out to them and get them into our scientific institutes. There has to be coexistence of fundamental research and scholarship in synchrony and mutual respect for applied and industry-related research. It is very important to give respect to industry-related research also. We may be doing a lot of fundamental research, but if it is not translational, it actually has no value. Then we must have a promoting and attractive mechanism to get international faculty and students with a strong postdoctoral culture. Most importantly, we must develop a mechanism for secured and regular flow of funds with continuous top-up of new initiatives. I think that is also something very important for research. And we must establish endowments and creation of chairs to attract distinguished and eminent scientists. And that is something that we need to do. We at the All India Institute of Medical Sciences have actually reached out. We have an endowment which is given by Infosys. They've given us 5 crores as an endowment fund for a chair in oncology. And because of that, we get faculty from abroad to spend some time with us, interact with the researchers, write research projects. And last year, we had a faculty from the University of Michigan. We are discussing with Tata Trust, and they have promised to give us monies to facilitate our young faculty to go abroad and spend 4 to 6 weeks in various institutes. They will give the money to support it. So if we really look at mechanisms, we can develop systems where there will be endowments, donations, which will help our scientists to really be there at the global platform. And I think that becomes very, very important. But this is not happening in most institutions. And therefore, whatever top Indian academics and research institutions have achieved internationally has been an uphill task. This is basically because of what each one of you has done as faculty to make your institute what it is. Unfortunately, we haven't developed a mechanism to support the type of work that you're doing, and I know the extensive work that the faculty has done over the last few years as far as NIPER-Ahmedabad is concerned. I congratulate you all, but I understand that this is an uphill task, and that's why I feel we need to develop mechanism if we need to promote research of high quality in our country, a mechanism which looks at funding, which looks at getting quality into our country, and which looks at supporting research in a big way. I feel privileged to be part of the All India Institute of Medical Sciences, which is an exceptional institute in the sense it makes discoveries, life-altering research, and transformative care appear routine. But this seemingly routine work in AIIMS is the result of untiring toil of thousands of faculty members, scientists, nursing personnel, engineering staff, technicians, sanitation, health attendants, and students. So it's a teamwork which matters. No one individual can take an institution up. And therefore, I think all of us need to work as a team and work together. Likewise, the extraordinary community in medical and healthcare institutes such as the new AIIMS, the National Institute of Pharmaceutical Education and Research, the NIPERs, are remarkable examples of transformative treatment that is investment that is bound to have a positive effect on tomorrow's healthcare initiative in India. And therefore, I think you as young students and who are passed out are actually at the cusp of something that's going to happen in our country very dramatically over the next 10 to 15 years. Pharmacy as a concept is not new in India. Both Ayurveda and Siddha started in ancient India, and at that time actually drugs were basically herbs and animals. And I still feel there is a lot in Ayurveda which we have missed out and we need to re-look at. The opening of a chemist shop by Scotch in Calcutta in 1811 was the landmark as it saw the start of and the initiation of the profession and practice of pharmacy in India. And you are all aware of what is subsequently. In 1932, the first undergraduate course in pharmacy was started in Banaras Hindu University by Professor Sharoff, who many consider the father of pharmaceutical education in India. We had the Pharmacy Act in 1949, and the Pharmacy Council of India was established also in 1949 by the Ministry of Health. So we've come a long way since then in the new NIPERs, in a lot of investment as far as the pharmaceutical industry is concerned. And it is expected that this industry will cross the 30 billion mark by 2021. So there is a huge growth as far as the pharmaceutical industry is concerned, and you are part of this growth. The vision of the Department of Pharmaceutical, Ministry of Chemical and Fertilizers, Government of India, led to the establishment of the 6 new NIPERs in 2007. NIPER-Ahmedabad aspires to be an internationally recognized premier center of excellence in teaching, research, and entrepreneurial training, and I congratulate you for that. I was also thrilled to know that NIPER-Ahmedabad has established itself as one of the top technological pharmacy research institutes in the country by attaining the All India #1 rank in TLR, that is Teaching, Learning and Research, and I congratulate you for that, and in Outreach and Inclusivity, with an overall rank of 14 in the Government of India NIRF 2018 ranking, which was done by the MHRD Ministry. The interdisciplinary courses and culture diversity at NIPER-Ahmedabad, combined with the collaboration at global levels, spark the spirit of innovative research and an all-round development of its students. I extend my congratulations and warmest wishes to the institution stakeholders, especially Professor Kiran Kalia, Director, NIPER, and the academic fraternity of NIPER-Ahmedabad for achieving this feat. In my opinion, pharmaceutical sector, both in the area of education and as an industry in India, is set to expand and grow in a big way. To achieve this, all stakeholders have to think outside the box and be innovative. Medicine is rapidly changing, and to bring that into education, we need to keep re-evaluating the curriculum. We are doing that at our institute itself. We feel that the curriculum is getting outdated. We need to focus more and more on skill development. So in our undergraduate curriculum, we have set up a SET facility, which is skill, e-learning and telemedicine facility. And now we are trying to relook at the curriculum where the students actually spend more time in the skill facility, learning skills. It could be just intubating a patient, putting in a central line. And I think that needs to come into many, many curriculums. There is also a lack of industry and clinical exposure, and many institutes' practical and lab training continues to be unskilled, and there is very little focus on research training. Active participation of industry can be considered for training the students. Technology needs to be incorporated more and more into the training so that pharmacists can play an important role in the health sector. We need to provide training to meet the diverse needs of society and achieve excellence in pharmaceutical education and research, and I think that is one of the missions that NIPER has. Dear graduating students, you must realize that the noble values of caring and sharing of knowledge and sacrifice have prevented human society from degeneration and extinction. As inheritors of a vibrant and healthy society, you must cultivate an intense concern for human development, constantly expanding your knowledge, learning to collectively work in a team, and forever be guided by higher ethical values, beyond the boundaries of narrow and partisan outlook. Today, let me present you with some challenges. Stretch beyond the limits of your abilities and reach out beyond your comfort zone. Think big, and progress with self-confidence that your alma mater has instilled in you. If you truly want to make India a superpower globally, it is time to undertake some conscious efforts in that direction, and I think you as the young generation need to really work and think of that and have big dreams. With these words, I wish you all the wisdom, success, and true sense of fulfillment to reach your cherished goals and ideals. Jai Hind.